This is the first time I've ever shared a card reading, not directly to somebody and just to the collective as a whole. So forgive me if I seem nervous, if I stutter. It's really difficult for me to share this part of me, because I've been called crazy in the past and people mock me and make fun of my spirituality. And so this is just something that I don't often share, and I hope that I find the courage to post this and that it's helpful for some of you. This is a new tarot deck and I'm in love with it, and I love everything that it has to offer. So I know it's probably not ideal for me to be reading instead of just directly channeling, but I just feel that what's written here is gonna help with the guideline for what source wants me to share. I will always add my perspective and my thoughts after reading to you. Sorry if you find it ingenuine that I'm reading from a book, but it is, like I said, a new deck, and I think that it has a lot to offer. It's helped me so much in the past year of my life that I've been using it, and I've only given like 3 or 4 readings for other people. These are very much my energy, so I really want to share this with you. So I hope you all can appreciate and be patient with me as I'm learning to just channel directly from source. I am a little nervous. I do have stage fright. Okay, moving on. I'm going to clip all of this interlude together in the beginning so that you guys can just fast forward and just see the reading for what it is. But, just know that I've edited these parts to be at the beginning of the video because I want you to know this ahead of time. Any messages for my divine spiritual collective today that would like to come forward, please? Ancestors, I call on you to bring any messages for the inspired collective today. Wow. Okay. We have an inspiration. We have another inspiration. And we have another inspiration. So some of you are feeling really inspired today. And we have one affirmation. Let me see if I can pull a reflection. I like to let the cards speak for themselves so I don't separate my piles anymore. Okay, so we've got our reflections here. I will just in this case because we didn't get one right off rip, so. Alright, any messages for my spiritual collective today, my friends, my family, my community that want to jump out? Please make yourself known. Ancestors, I'm calling on you to pull a card today. Any reflections? Alright, we have one reflection. So I'm going to start with the inspiration for the day. Okay, so as I'm editing back this video, I just wanted to add in that I do have nervous tics. So some of this is going to seem like it's clipped or edited. I'm trying to leave it as authentic as possible, but I did cut out some of my nervous coughing just because it's alarming and you don't need to hear that. And yeah, okay, thank you. I don't know who this will resonate with, but okay, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else, it is the greatest accomplishment. That's the quote. It says, heed your inner calling and try to focus on what it is that makes you different from others and what unique expression you most desire in this life. Okay, so for whoever that doesn't resonate for, I did pull 3 inspirations, so maybe there's a lot of different mixed messages for the community. This is just another one of them. Almost everything will work again for you if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. Okay, and so it says, take some time to unplug today, turn off your phone, shut down your computer, reflect on your energy level. How do you feel? Do you need to prioritize yourself more today? I think this resonates for the entire collective. I think right now, being in retrograde, we need to be very sure to unplug and tune in to ourselves and each other. And some of us might need to go into hermit mode, which is fine, but whatever you do, try to avoid being on the internet like I am right now. I've been struggling a lot with that myself, and I feel the hermit energy that's come in with this new energy that's shifted in. So if that resonates for you, which it should for all of us, so just be mindful of that. Find the love you seek by first finding the love within yourself. Learn to rest in that place within that is your true home. Reach out to a friend for advice. Keep your heart and mind open to what they'll have to say. So some of you are struggling with things on your own, and you need to communicate with somebody, and Spirit is telling you, and your ancestors are telling you, that you have people who love you in your life that want you to reach out, because they can tell that there's something going on with you and you're not speaking up about it, and you're only hurting yourself and others. So as a reflector, that's something that really personally affects me. So just remember to reach out to your friends for advice. I know it's really difficult right now to want to reach out because we're stuck in this hermit stage and afraid to say anything because we don't know if what we're thinking is what's actually going on. We internalize. But whatever you're doing, you're internalizing. It's something that you need to get out and you need to speak about if you want any kind of improvement on the situation. Okay, so those are our inspirations for the day. I hope that some of those align for some of you. I'm going to move on to the one affirmation that jumped out. Okay, so our affirmation for today: you can do this, and if you can't do it today, you'll do it tomorrow. You are not a failure. That felt really good to read because I am somebody who struggles with procrastination a lot. Some of you need to understand that procrastination is not what people have told us our entire lives it is. It's not you being lazy. It's not you avoiding. It is actually a defense mechanism that some of us have learned. It's a protection. It is a coping skill, a coping method or tool, what have you. And I think we get on ourselves really heavily about that, and it's something that we shouldn't do. So, sorry, I shouldn't say shouldn't. Not to tell you that you should or shouldn't do anything, but I do find it important for us to not dampen ourselves with that kind of language when we feel like we're procrastinating something. So just remind yourself you're not a failure. You can do it. Don't say that you can't. You will. And if not today, then tomorrow you will. So channel this phrase 10 times today. Today and every day I am free from self-doubt and self-sabotage. Okay, I'm going to read it again. You can practice saying it 10 times to yourself. I'm not going to do that here because that's going to take too much time. But today and every day I am free from self-doubt and self-sabotage. Okay, so please take the opportunity to speak that into your existence. Yeah. So I love all of you, and I just have one more reflection to read, and then after that I will do a general card pull for the collective energy today, and then we'll see from there if I have anything else to share. It's kind of up in the air because this is literally the first time I've ever posted one of these videos. So I do this for people on a personal level. I feel it's something that I just really want to express right now as we're going through this difficult time. All right, so our reflection for today, these are journaling exercises if you want to write them down and come back to them later at the end of your day because it'll make more sense, or return to this video. Be patient with yourself. Self-growth is tender. It is holy ground. There is no greater investment. That's true. There's no greater investment than we can make than in ourselves and into our communities, but first yourself. So just be patient with yourself. Remember that self-growth is tender. It's holy ground, and there is no greater investment. Okay, before bed, this is an activity. This is a call to action. So like I said, if you want to come back to this or write it in your journal, before bed, recite the following affirmation 5 times. And it's not often that I pull one of these cards that it has another affirmation for me to repeat, so this probably resonates for all of us collectively. I am a work in progress. Today, I am stronger than yesterday. Tomorrow, I will be stronger than today. I really like that one. I'm going to repeat it one more time, and then we're going to move past it. But this recommendation is to read this 5 times before bed, so that it's the last thing on your mind and probably the first thing on your mind, so that you remember this. I am a work in progress. Today, I am stronger than yesterday, and tomorrow, I will be stronger than today. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do a general card pull, and for those of you that are out there laughing at my fingernails, don't talk shit, because I just did my hair. My hair is green. My fingernails are green. Okay? So stop focusing on it. Some of you are. All right. Any messages that need to come forward for the collective today? Okay. 4 of Swords. Whose energy is that? Okay. I'm gonna do a 3-card pull. I knew I wasn't gonna just pull 1 card. I think I'm gonna have to pull 3, because we got 3 initial inspiration cards, so there might be 3 energies out there. So let's tap in for a second. I got the deck. All right. All right, any messages that need to come forward for the collective today? Any messages that our ancestors need to bring forward for our collective today? Please make yourself known. Any messages for the collective today that want to jump out? Any messages that want to jump out one at a time today for the collective? Okay, thank you. Okay, we've got the King of Wands. So far we have the 4 of Swords and the King of Wands. I will elaborate on what this means. Okay, any messages that want to jump forward for the collective today? Any messages from Source? All right, and the Empress. Okay. So for the 4 of Swords, we're gonna start here. This is a Light Seer's tarot deck, so I like to read what the adverse light and dark is for each card. So I will find that and read that for you. If you want to look at the artwork for that one, this is the 4 of Wands. Doesn't look like the best card pull. So as a light seer, some of you may be feeling that you are missing opportunities for abundance, or you might actually be experiencing this. For some of you, it's a time to meditate. You're experiencing frustration, boredom. You're being a brat and not being appreciative of what you have. I struggle with that sometimes. Having apathy, needing introspection, feeling instability, and ultimately you're feeling bored. So the Shadow Seer message for this is that you might be focusing too much on the negative. You might be focused in pessimism. A time to practice gratitude would be now, and you need a gentle nudge to stop complaining. If you are verbalizing out loud the things that you do not have, a strong recommendation would be to combat this energy that you're feeling by affirming out loud or writing down 10 affirmations a day for yourself that will really help remind you what you do have and to be grateful. And don't try to make any sudden moves out of this compulsion of like you feeling bored or feeling bogged down by the monotony of everyday life and what you have going on. A good affirmation, if you want to write down an affirmation, is written here. It says, I see the fullness and richness of my life. So you need to start seeing the fullness and the richness of your life. And even if you don't right now, verbalize out loud that you do see that so that you can receive that clarity. If you're finding yourself bored, unsatisfied, or frustrated with your current situation, know that you are likely missing the vibrant landscapes that present just beyond your peripheral vision. Often we become so focused on our own interpersonal perspectives that our feelings about a situation can prevent us from noticing the arrival of extraordinary opportunities. So some of you are missing out on opportunities that are right in front of you because you're so fixated on this negativity that is involved with whatever the current situation may be for you. So you need to get out of that and start imagining what good things can come from this instead of what, like the disaster or the chaos of it. Okay, so if you remain open to shifting your ever so slightly in order to see your situation in fantastic new light, you will learn the present moment is filled with the most dynamic magic. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, focus on what you do. Even better, spend energy focusing on your thoughts and experiences that you will create in the future. So if you can't find it in your life to find excitement for right now, start speaking positively on future aspects, what you want to come, gravitate, attract those things, verbalize them out loud, write them down, visualize them, make a vision board if you need to this month to help organize your thoughts and to really lay it out for yourself to see that what you want to accomplish is possible if you put your mind to it. Okay, sometimes some of us are hands-on learners. We need that. Take time to meditate and slow your mind. Will show you that life is better than it seems. It's up to you to shift into new abundance available to you right now. So again, to see the richness and the fullness that is there in your life, you also have to clear your mind. You have to clear your vessel of all of these other energies that you may be around. And even, if you are strong at keeping other people's energies at bay, that doesn't mean that their energies do not have an effect on you. Okay, so just be aware that you need to take time to clear from what you're feeling. You need to meditate. You need to embrace your tools. I looked up at my altar because I just, I want to make sure these candles are still burning for this message, because this is really giving me the strength to bring forward this conversation with the collective. Okay, so that's the first card. The second card pull was the King of Wands. So if this first card did not resonate with you, or maybe even all of these cards resonate for you, but we're going to do the King of Wands. I'm going to let you guys examine the art on this. Okay, the King of Wands. Light seers, an entrepreneurial spirit, a natural-born leader, ideas that can have the potential to become ultra successful. You are a creative visionary. You experience timelessness. Your art and what you have to offer has a sense of timelessness, success, and we have got a lot of fire energy. So as you can see, he's carrying this torch, and there's a lion in the background. Leo energy. Okay, so some of you probably have Leo in your chart. Some of you, maybe your parent is a Leo, and so some of that is in you. That's true for me. Maybe fire. Some of you are probably fire signs. Fire signs. A couple of you are muted sign, or some of you have a sign that is air and fire. I'm not sure what that is. I would have to look into that because I don't really remember that being a thing. But so, shadow seer side of this card. These are things that you might struggle with or that might negatively affect you in this month. Being overly ambitious, a neediness for compassion, egomania, struggling with your ego too much, being too assertive, having explosive emotions, and impatience with some of the situations that you're facing. Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to get into it. This fiery guy, he is charismatic and a natural born leader whose vitality emanates through his laughter and his obsession with a life well lived. As you dance into this energy, you may feel a surge of entrepreneurial passion that pushes you to the edges of your epic success. This card of moguls, masterpieces, and soul inspiration. So some of you are experiencing this creative energy and this success energy. Your success is in the same place as your creative energy space. So whatever it is that you do to create is something you can monetize, something that you can really tap into to help yourself and others, and people are going to recognize you for it. So the King of Wands calls you to unleash that offbeat weirdo that you've got inside, and be absolutely unapologetic in your pursuit of the stellar. Ground your vision through the wildly novel expression of big ideas, and if you find yourself getting tripped up by the minutia of everyday, just like your everyday life, your everyday, like the monotony of whatever your schedule is, or maybe what your work experience is, recruit help. Ask people for help in your community if you need help, whether that's an emotional thing, or for some of you it might be monetary. If you need donations, don't be afraid to put on your flyer that you need donations for this experience. If you're offering something to people, don't be afraid to ask for what you need, because you'll be surprised who will help you and who will come through. No ideas are stupid ideas, and the only stupid questions are the ones that are left unasked. I'm not saying you should hit people up for money. I'm not saying that. I'm, in a general sense, just saying that reach out to your community because they do care about you, and you'll be surprised. So, you know, if you need emotional support or you need something from someone, it's time for you to ask for that. Okay, and to have a positive outlook on that. Let's see. Map out the bigger picture. This is like referring back to this Four of Swords card, how I said you should make a vision board. This is something that can be utilized for this energy as well, whoever this King of Wands is speaking to. And if you don't like making vision boards, just write it out. Just write down something. Jot it in your journal or in your notes in your phone or whatever, you know. Whatever works for you. Okay. Invite others to see what you see and holler passionately about whatever it is that you feel called to. The shadow side of this energy is that you may not perceive your own blind spots because of an overzealous ambition. Maybe you're aiming too high, or your ambitions are out of your reach, or you think they're out of your reach at this moment. You feel that you're not monetarily available to do what you want to do. You feel stagnant in that area in some way. Some of you are waiting for money to come, and some of you are backing out of situations that could have brought you money because you just don't feel like that's the path for you anymore, because something is coming up and changing for you right now. Okay. Alright. So keep arrogance and unrealistic expectations at bay. Work out the kinks before charging ahead with your intensely vibrant heart. You're maybe being impractical, or holding yourself to too high of a standard, and you need to just like slow your roll and be more realistic. Don't lose your passion or momentum for things, but try not to bring in any arrogance, I want to say ego, in too much on your money endeavors or whatever it is that you are trying to pursue, maybe within your community, or you know, whatever that may be. Even if it's not something that creates money, maybe it creates some kind of abundance for you, like your ambitions brings and attracts people to you. Maybe you're just wanting to attract more energy. Okay. Okay, affirmation for the King of Wands. Passionate and heart-fueled, we build this empire of light together. Okay, so that's just like a reiteration of the community. Like I said, reaching out to your community. We are in this together. And you may not realize that people are a part of your community. You may not realize that people are there for you, or you want them to be, and you tell yourself that they're there for you, but you maybe sometimes don't believe it. Maybe you struggle with feeling solid in that. But you need to remember to be passionate and heart-fueled, and that we are building an empire of light together. Remember the lightness. Keep drawn to the light factor of that. You know, that's what you're here for. Don't get dragged down by the darkness. And, like, of course, everything needs balance. We need the dark to appreciate the light. But do not let fear drive you. Don't let fear drive you to make decisions, and, you know, protect yourself from your own ability to downward spiral or become paralyzed or stagnant when you feel that you don't have what it takes to get to where you want to get to. Okay, so the Empress is the third group or third card. Like I said, this is a beautiful card. Like I said, this might apply to only some of you. These all might apply to you. The Empress energy, I like this card. I feel very attracted to the card. I feel like I'm the Empress sometimes. Okay, a lot of you are manifesting in business right now. Okay, so let's see what the Empress has to say. So the Empress embraces divine feminine, prolific creativity, fertility, motherhood, unity, the goddess, sensual, nurturing, abundance, empathy, unconditional love, unification of mind, body, and spirit. This is me, okay? And some of you, this might be you too, okay? This is 100%. 100%. And this, I feel this resonates for me. I'm a water sign, so maybe this is for my water signs. Maybe you relate to this. Some of you may be experiencing fear of infertility, or fear that you may not be able to provide in some way, in that nurturing way, or you're down on yourself when it comes to issues with motherhood. Maybe you're feeling less motherly, or you're not able to give that energy. You're feeling shut down and emotionally overwhelmed. Disharmony, negligence, feeling materialistic, being overprotective of your creations, and being overly dependent on others. So some of you are struggling right now with your abundance, feeling abundant in areas of your life. Maybe you're in a codependent relationship where you rely on somebody else and you want to not be in that place anymore. You want to earn money for yourself. You want to do something that's going to bring you into your power. Need to self-care. Need for self-care. It's one of the things that jumped out on the page for me. That you need to care for yourself so that you can care for others. You're not capable of all that is being asked of you right now, and you were in a place where you were able to give that, but you're just not right now, and it's because you need to do something for yourself right now. So focus back in. If you feel like you're lacking in other areas of your life, it's because you need to reattach something with yourself. You need to reconnect with you. This relates for me. Okay. So the Gaian Empress radiates fertile energy, positive outcomes, unconditional love. This flourishing creative energy is of the earth. So bring your dreams from the ethereal realms and ground them. Share them, birth them. Her bountiful abundance is always available to you, and she reminds you to find her regenerative beauty everywhere and anywhere. Okay, so some of you have forgotten the beauty of you, maybe yourself, or maybe the beauty of your partner, your female counterpart. It's definitely a feminine energy. Maybe it's the feminine inside of you. You need to open up yourself to the abundance that is offered when you are emotionally vulnerable. That is for somebody. That's very important, that some of you are not giving what you're receiving. You're not you're not reciprocating. Well, that's come up for me recently. You're not reciprocating with yourself. It's yourself. Somebody is not reciprocating their love for themselves. You know, you're very driven to, like, I love myself, I'm doing the work, I love myself, you know, but you're not really loving yourself because you're not tapping into the Empress. You're not tapping into that divine feminine energy. This is probably for some men that you need to tap into this, because if you don't tap into this, how can you connect with a female counterpart? How can you connect with anyone? You know, you have to get in touch with your emotions and be solid in yourself so that you can bring to fruition all that you want. And I think Source is saying that your ancestors want you to know that if you cannot emotionally give something, like, take care of your emotions, not burying them, if you can't do that, or purge them, bring them to the surface and purge them in some way, or transmute that into your creative process, then it's just not coming through, and the passion's not coming through, and so you're messing up your connections with people, you're messing up your connections with your business partners, you're messing up connections with people who bring abundance to you, whether that be emotional or financial. Okay. I'm not going to ramble on about this forever. Some of you know that that's for you. Just remember, if you're a female and you're feeling out of touch with your feminine side, just remember that you are capable of just calling up your female friends and being like, hey, I need girl support. I need a gathering. I need a goddess gathering of women. I need something where I can be emotional and be vulnerable. And, you know, even if that's just you have people in your community that you know are the people you can do that work with, you can get emotional with, you can talk to about your emotions and the things that we don't always bring to light for everybody. You have those people in your life, so just don't forget that. Oh my god, I'm at 35 minutes already. This is crazy. Okay, I wasn't thinking this was going to be an entire video. Thought this was going to be a short one, but I mean, Spirit had so much to say today that I got on here and I recorded this, and I'm really feeling that I am going to upload this, which is really wild for me. Yeah. That's okay. That's me embracing my Empress. I need to do this as well. I need to embrace this part of me, because this is a part of me that is going to be helpful in my life and in other people's lives. It's going to help people to know that they have someone they can reach out to in me, and it's also going to help me to remember that I'm protected and connected and I'm uplifted by the people in my life. And most of all, that I've got me. I am supported by me because I know that I deserve whatever it is that's coming, and that it's going to be a positive thing. Okay, so let me finish this little excerpt up. You are entering a time of profound healing and blessings. If you're feeling any lack of inspiration or possibilities, seek to heal your physical temple and to nourish your soul by embodying her shining creative essence. Okay, so this is what I already touched on. Continue to move calmly and gracefully in the direction of that which whispers, yes. So whatever it is that you feel drawn, you feel that yes, yes, yes energy. This is right. Yes. Let yourself be pulled to that. Not dragged. It shouldn't feel like dragging. It should feel like it's like a whisper, like moving calm and gracefully and steadily towards your goals, not trying to rush anything or run off and be impulsive and be like, yes, this is my newest thing. This is what I'm going to do now. So this card often affirms that you are on the right track. So keep growing, beautiful seer, and work with nature of your situation instead of against it. So the earth's elements and physical nature outside are trying to come together to help provide the clarity and the abundance that you're seeking. So please remember that, and remember that abundance is coming your way, and that you need to keep on your path to growth and not let this retrograde kick you ass down and not pick yourself back up. It's so important to pick ourselves back up after this. This is a time where information is pouring into us, and some of it is messy. It's a lot. We can't figure out what the fuck is going on, excuse my French, but it is really an important time of introspection, because you're going to go through such a huge transformation in such a small period of time. Like, this energy is, like, I'm shaking. Like, this energy is so strong that is coming in. It's like you're leveling up. These are powerful cards. I'm gonna cry. You're leveling up your life in some way, and you are maybe not aware of it, but you are about to go through such a transformational growth. Whatever is happening, whatever process is happening, that you're breaking apart from someone or something that doesn't serve you and moving forward to bigger and better things, and realizing that your power is what is important here, and that you create your path. You are capable of all of the abundance that you seek, and you do have the tools in your life right now to manage that. Maybe just stop trying to control things and let the universe take you where it's taking you, because it's trying to take you to beautiful places. And don't fight with yourself and be neglectful of your want of pursuit. Like, do not be neglectful of, like, whatever it is that you feel you want. If it's in alignment, if it's in divine alignment, and it's not at someone else's expense, make sure that you don't rush it, don't force it, just let it happen. Let the cards fall where they may. Like how I read my cards, I literally shuffle them and I let them fall where they may. If whatever falls out speaks to me, today I did a Celtic spread for myself, and that's a 10 card reading, the traditional Celtic cross. And I mean, I was shuffling and it was like spirit was screaming at me. 10 cards jumped out right all at once, and I laid them out, and everything was in alignment. So right now, if you are somebody who does tarot, or you know somebody who does tarot, maybe now is the time to reach out to them for guidance, because they can help you. to see things more clearly. Like, this is a general reading for the collective, so you're not the only person going through this. You're not the only person focusing on these changes, this abundance that's coming in, and also trying to transform past and transmute this stuck energy, this bored energy, this lacking energy that we're feeling. Yeah, so, okay, for the Empress, the last card that I pulled, the affirmation for this is, I am ready to give birth to my abundantly rich future. I am ready to give birth to my abundantly rich future. So some of you are coming into money, coming into acquiring something, some new experience, some new energy, something. Something. So just remember that you're blessed. Good things are coming. Reach out to your brothers and sisters and community. Reach within. Use this time to really heal and transform whatever it is that's bogging you down, so that this doesn't fall on the shoulders of the people that you love, because they want to create abundance with you and you don't want to send them running and screaming in the other direction, because now is the time for us to really step it up together as a whole, as a collective community. And for some of you, the abundance that's coming in is forgiveness. So ask and you shall receive. Communication is key. And maybe you're sitting on communication because you're not ready to communicate what's going on right now. Maybe you need to sort your own thoughts and feelings before you communicate. And keep on your path. I cannot stress it enough. Keep on your path. Whatever you're doing to better your health, your career, your body, your love relationships, your mental state, whatever it is that you are doing, keep on that path. You're doing the right thing. Sure as I'm here, sitting here, sharing this card reading with you, I can guarantee you that this is working wonders for me. To feel this connection to source and to feel that I can do something with it for my people and my collective. Keep channeling, keep progressing in the right direction, and just keep it light. Keep your positive energy at the forefront, and just any moment you feel darkness, remember that you can transmute that with creation, okay? And make sure you tap in to your crown, your third eye, and your heart space during this time of introspection. I love you so much. Thank you for listening, and have a blessed day. Be well, and may the rest of your week be as beautiful as your soul. Okay? Love and light.